Hello and welcome. My name's Super Saiyan and this is your weekly news and pre-order video covering all of the new releases for Saturday the 28th of September. You can probably hear that it's raining outside, it's raining quite heavily. I find it quite a calming backdrop of noise, to be fair. Anyway, welcome to the channel. Thank you to all of the new subscribers and all of you regular viewers that check the channel every week. Your support is most welcome, and likewise you can support the channel on my Patreon, which is just here for as little as like $1 a month. If you want to support the channel another way, by buying miniatures at 25% off, just use the channel's affiliate link in the description box for Element Games, and then it tells them that you've basically found them through me. Let's get straight on to the news. So from last weekend, well, I did the news video sort of middle of this week, and we had a look at the new Primaris Intercessor action figure, and there was some Black Library Weekender Your Questions Answered. There was a post about the Regimental Standard, Better Living through Bionic. There was a Middle Earth meets Warhammer world. Essentially they've created a backdrop, I think. Wanted to build his own, so hopefully they'll get some incredible scenes from the films at Warhammer World, because I think that's something that it's missing. It's definitely missing some big dioramas with that I say franchise, that sort of IP, I want to call it. There was a 50 store celebration in Australia and New Zealand. Congratulations to you guys. You can pick up stylish objective markers, dice featuring the Warhammer community logo, and also you can get this Space Marine Terminator Chaplain, which does look awesome, and this Beric the Indomitable for Age of Sigmar. So I didn't even know that they had 50 stores in Australia and New Zealand. That's incredible. Australia's a huge continent. The way your world map kind of works, if you look at a world map, it kind of looks like the top countries are bigger than the bottom countries, but in reality it's the opposite. So Australia, the landmass is bigger than all of North America, which is incredible for such a sparsely populated continent. But yeah, 50 stores, that's quite a lot. Everything you wanted to know about Oryx. Yeah, I know, it annoys me that they had to call them Oryx instead of Orcs, but Orcs are around in lots of other IPs, aren't they? But yeah, huge section about them in Age of Sigmar, because it's leading up to something. It's leading up to this week's pre-orders. I'll show you in a moment. Unleash the White Scars Rapid Response looks really cool. The pose that they've gone for though makes it look like the these massive autocannons kind of like flaying about in the wind. I understand where they're coming from, but well, my view is I would have had them a bit closer together rather than outwards. But hey, it's an action pose. There you go. It looks awesome. I really like the look of it. It's armed to the teeth as well. But that's up for pre-order this week, and we'll have a look at that model a bit closer. There was role models, Golden Demon USA. Warhammer 40,000 September update. You can click on the rules update, the view FAQs look, and then obviously they're ramping up previews of the first book of the series, Phoenix Rising, over the next couple of weeks. So yeah, Phoenix Rising, it's coming. A new warband revealed for Warhammer Underworld's Beastgrave, and it's these. Look at these. Ugh. The Deranged Grimwatch. Yeah. They look awful. If you ever wanted an army of Gollum, you could go for these guys. Beastgrave new formats as well, and then Lords of Chaos Unite, so new from Black Library, and then yeah, there's that warband revealed. So not a huge amount of news. Obviously on Monday you get to see the new model for Phoenix Falls. That'll be something completely new. I don't think it'd be Howling Banshee. It might be another Drakari model, but I'm hoping it's another kind of Exarch or Phoenix Lord, or well, something psychic based, let's face it. Let's jump on over to Forge World and have a look at their pre-orders. Okay, so here we are on Forge World's website. it says strike fast, strike hard. If we just go back and then go to pre-orders, this is the only pre-order this week. On the Friday, Forge World pre-orders come out, and I always check the web store, just a handy tip, about 9 o'clock in the morning, and you can normally see the new pre-orders. So it's armed to the teeth. It says mounted with Kiri's assault cannon at the front, so not a normal assault cannon, it is a Kiri's assault cannon. 2 Reaper autocannons, so they're the big boys. The Kaisergan assault speeder serves as a highly agile heavy weapons platform that is capable of tearing through both armoured vehicles and infantry with ease. You've also got, you can take up to 2 hunter-killer missiles, 52 parts on a 60mm round base, and you can find it in book 8 Malevolence, which I have. It's got the Blood Angels and White Scars in it. £63. Obviously, yeah, you're going to find the rules in that book. Looks awesome. If it didn't have all that white, you know, unmovable, unremovable White Scars iconography and things, I would take one myself and just use it as like a souped up Landspeeder and have it as the front of my squadron. But unfortunately, those parts there are part of the mould, so it's going to look White Scars vehicle no matter what you do, and it looks like there's some parts there, like the big saber and stuff, that are specific, and they will, you know, glue into them. I mean, you could leave them off, but there you go. That's the only pre-order today. That's the only pre-order this week for Forge World. This Kaisergan assault speeder for £63. Let's jump on over to Games Workshop and have a look at all of those pre-orders. And here we are on Games Workshop's website. So there's a big push here for Warhammer Age of Sigmar, Cities of Sigmar. There's a showcase there of the book. Also showcasing the rules for 40k in this new smaller format, although that book is £30, quite pricey in my opinion. The smaller sort of rule books have always been a bit pricier. I remember the I think 7th edition book, small book, was about £25, so quite a lot of money. The gaming book though is quite reasonably priced at sort of £20, although it is softback. So that's where the sort of reasoning between in the you know, higher price comes from. And there's a bit of Beast Grave as well. But if we just click on new and exclusive, and we click on pre-orders, and we go to view all, high to low, they've actually changed these pre-orders from yesterday when I did the video. I'm doing it Sunday morning, but yesterday when I did it, I think every Saturday they keep the pre-orders from sort of like the week before, and then on the Sunday they just, you know, purge all of them out. So this makes my job a little bit easier, doing it on the Sunday, I suppose, because you know, there's no Beast Grave to go through. Anyway, however, like we've just seen here, the Army of Dwim Warburg collection, £87, that is no longer available. So unfortunately, if there are limited edition items, doing it on the Sunday morning means that I will miss some of them if they're sold out. Anyway, there's Start Collecting Greywater Fastness collection, which includes the new Cities of Sigmar hardback book and a Start Collecting box, which is £60 now. They used to be 50 and they're now 60. It makes you sort of think twice. You're still saving a little bit of money, but only in terms of like the HQ in the box or something like that. Then you've got the Orruk War Clans as well, Start Collecting box set and the new book. And then you've got this Anvil Guard collection, including this awesome looking Hydra and a Cities of Sigmar book. You've got the normal book and some cards for £65. I think that's quite pricey. You've got the Greywater Fastness, so this is the Start Collecting sets, this one and the Anvil Guard. The Greywater Fastness, the Orruk War Clans isn't there though. So I think you have to look separately, because I think these two Start Collecting sets are brand new. That's why they're here in the pre-order section. Then you've got the Followers of Gorkamorka collection, £60 there for the book and the cards. You've got the limited edition, £50 books, strictly limited to 660 copies. The War Clans book, it says 104 pages there, and I think the Cities of Sigmar has a few more, like 8 more. I think it's 112. No, sorry, 128. So 20 odd pages more. Then you've got the normal books and the cards for £40, but the Auric War Plans is only £35. You've got the rules for 40k. This is a smaller version. In the pictures it doesn't show it next to some other codexes, but obviously from the front page, if the eagle-eyed among you will have seen that it's a smaller edition. It's not a codex sized book, which in my opinion I think that would have been better, because typically, if you're buying these books, if you're buying the rule book, you normally be taking your codex with you, am I right? So having it at a bigger font size, but then again, if you go to tournaments and stuff, it's always good to have the smaller sort of books. But I would have thought you'd be reading everything off your iPads or tablets or something for speed. Anyway, you've got the normal books for £25 each. You've got some more Lord of the Rings models. Then you've got the Age of Sigmar gaming book. I think that's a softback book for £20. You've got the digital editions. You've got some profile card packs for Lord of the Rings. And then you've got the Army of the Dead dice that was up for pre-order yesterday, and it's already sold out. So they're nice looking dice. And then you've got this new paperback book, Scourge of Fate, for £8.99. So apologies for just rushing through that. The videos that I did yesterday were corrupted for the Games Workshop section, so I've had to smash this out quite quickly this morning. But however, they were longer because I covered some of the Beastgrave stuff that was already on pre-order from last week. Anyway, so it's mainly a Warhammer Age of Sigmar heavy pre-order weekend. Hopefully we'll get some more Primaris stuff next week. I think in one of my duplicate copies of this video I mentioned that it is a bit odd at the moment having a release schedule where Primaris aren't coming out, or they're coming out in drips and drabs, because everyone's got the codex pretty much and they're longing for the transport and the other newer models. There's upsides and downsides to having this kind of release schedule for something like that. Anyway, if you have pre-ordered any of these, or if you're looking forward to the rest of them, please do put it in the comments down below. It'd be great to hear from you. Thank you ever so much for joining me today. Thank you for watching. The Emperor Protects.